The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check. 60 Bison.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now it's Bird on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
A gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's taken down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll run on the inside handoff. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
56, Mike, 56, Mike. 3 bucks.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. First and goal from the 6. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. From the 2 now, second and goal. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, third and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Chargers nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on second and 6. They'll run here with Delage. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On the pickup. Second and 6 at the 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Hands hands it off out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
A gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
1st and 10 at the 37.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Intended clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Witherspoon on the cover.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Check. Crunch. Tighten up.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. What do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
Oh, definitely a little bit of disappointment there, because when you kick a short field goal, you shake your head a little bit like, could we have done a little bit more? Could we have got one more shot to try and get 6? But with what little time was left on the clock, I think it was a smart play.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And some room to maneuver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
4 yards on the pickup.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Balaj. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Herbert. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay.
And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Back to throw here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit,
and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now Balaj. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Chargers 3.
The Chargers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's Jordan Berry now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
At their own.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 6. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Watch the twins.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Right back to him on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Back to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Demarius Randall. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Cook. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
49.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Broncos 20, Chargers 9.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert off of play action. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be out right at the 35.
To Jared Cook.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, here's Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He's tackled.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for